there's a timeless quality in the Cumberland Mountains of western Maryland, where steam engines puff through the valley on picturesque stretches of track, unloading trains full of railroad buffs who pay good money to get great shots. No place was better than Helmstetter's Curve, where John Helmstetter's barn made for the perfect picture. So imagine the shock when one day the barn was simply gone, burned to the ground in a fire.
Come on.
John Helmstetter lost a third of his cattle. His border collie Teddy perished as well.
My whole life was going up, you know, it's going.
The cost to rebuild was nearly $100,000, money John just didn't have.
There was days when I just wanted to give up and forget it.
The railroad buffs like Carl Franz were devastated too.
We said we have to do something to bring back what we once had and trying to recreate what was lost.
So Carl raised some money to raise a new barn. His goal was $10,000, but by the time he was done, he'd collected
over $41,000,
covering what John's insurance did not.
Thank you all very much.
John Helmstetter couldn't have imagined rebuilding his barn without Carl's help. That's what friends do for friends. But how do you explain what these men are doing to help John put his life back together? Neighbors who John had never met. Hundreds of local Amish men showed up, providing 3 full days of strong backs and experienced hands, and leaving John Helmstetter with the will to go forward.
There was no way I could get anything accomplished without all the help and everybody pitching in.
So the train buffs get back their view. The Amish get paid a small fee from John, which they'll put toward their community health center. And John gets back his barn. His sister Ann says he's starting to put his life back together.
He's now going to have his job back, which was his life.
A community has been reminded of an old lesson that can't be taught enough.
You should do for your neighbor as you would like them to do for you. If everybody were more helping, it would be a better place to live.
A thought older than that steam engine running through John Helmstetter's farm, and more powerful as well. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, Cumberland, Maryland.